In February 2013, the Los Angeles Police Department released a piece of security footage, hoping the public could help find a missing woman. What it showed instead became one of the most watched, most discussed clips on the internet. A moment inside a hotel elevator that, more than a decade later, people are still trying to explain. This is the real story of Elisa Lam and the Cecil Hotel. Elisa Lam was a 21-year-old university student from Vancouver, Canada, traveling alone along the U.S. West Coast in early 2013. She'd been documenting her trip online, staying at hostels and budget hotels as she moved between cities. In late January, she stopped responding to calls from her family. When she failed to check out on schedule, her parents reported her missing. LAPD and hotel staff searched the building multiple times over the following 2 weeks. They checked rooms, common areas, and stairwells. Nothing turned up. With no leads, investigators released the elevator footage publicly on February 14th, asking anyone who recognized her to come forward. The clip shows Elisa entering the elevator alone. She presses several floor buttons. The doors stay open. She steps out, then back in, moves to the corner, and appears to look around and gesture, all while alone in frame. It runs for about a minute, and it offers no clear explanation for what's happening. Within days, it had been viewed by millions of people, becoming a piece of media unto itself, separate from the woman at the center of it. On February 19th, hotel guests began complaining about low water pressure and strange tasting water coming from the taps. Maintenance staff climbed to the roof to check the building's water tanks, large, normally sealed containers that required climbing a ladder and moving a heavy lid to access. Inside one of them, they found Lam's body. It had been there, undiscovered, for the length of the search. The Los Angeles County coroner's investigation concluded the death was accidental, caused by drowning, with bipolar disorder listed as a contributing factor. Lam's family had previously shared that she lived with the condition and was on medication. The working theory presented at the inquest was that she experienced an episode, made her way to the roof, and ended up in the tank. A difficult and, for most people, physically demanding place to reach, even intentionally. It's a conclusion, but for many people watching from outside the case, it hasn't fully closed the door on the footage itself. 2 things happened after her death that kept this case alive online for over a decade. First, the elevator footage itself has never had a fully agreed-upon behavioral explanation, which is exactly why it unsettled so many people in the first place. Second, amateur online investigators working from the footage and internet rumors incorrectly identified an unrelated musician as a suspect. He was innocent, uninvolved, and was harassed for months before being publicly cleared. It's a sobering example of how quickly online speculation can cause real harm to real people who had nothing to do with the case. A 2021 documentary series revisited both threads, the case itself and the story of the wrongly accused man, bringing the case back into public conversation. It's worth being precise about what's actually still a mystery here and what isn't. The cause of death has an official examined finding. What remains genuinely unexplained is the footage itself.
On the journey.
A minute of a woman's behavior that has never been definitively accounted for, sitting permanently online, disconnected from the fuller, sadder context of who she was and what she was going through. That gap between one unsettling clip and a much more human story behind it is a big part of why this case has never really left the internet. Elisa Lam was a real person with a family who loved her and a life beyond the minute of footage the internet has replayed for over 10 years. If you want more real, carefully researched cases like this one, subscribe and let me know in the comments which story I should cover next.